Hey friends, welcome back to my healing journey. This is Holly again, and it's 3 days after the last time I did an update where I said I was going to go to my therapist the next day, and I did. I did that on Tuesday. Now, I go to a very special kind of therapist that I've been seeing since 2010, and this particular therapist specializes in hypnotherapy, and over the years has added some other components to the practice, including the Rife machine, something called the Evox, which reads your electrical signals of your emotional processing through the palm of your hand. It gets fed through this sensor into a computer program, and then the computer spits you out okay, we'll call it a diagnosis, all right, a feedback. And then you use that feedback and you keep ruminating over that one particular thought until it rebalances and clears. So it's kind of similar to hypnosis, but you're just using a machine instead of the brain. And that's okay too. I like that. Except for one time over the summer, I quit going for an entire month because I got mad at the Evox machine. The Evox machine came up with some feedback for me that I didn't like. And I spent a month stewing in my juices because I was mad at a computer program. Now go figure out, like, is that sane? Does that sound sane to you? All right. So, after that month over the summer, I crawled back to my therapist's office and I'm like, yeah, here's what happened. I have to fess up. I haven't been here in a month because I was mad at the Evox machine because I didn't like the feedback it gave me. And he said, that happens sometimes. That's okay. And I said, no, it isn't. I got to lean into what this machine came up with and go down that rabbit hole and explore that just to see if maybe the machine is correct. Now, when I say I did not like the feedback that this machine gave me, I did not like the feedback that this machine gave me. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to think about it. I didn't want to acknowledge it at all. It took me a month to shift my thinking from, oh no, this is inaccurate, this is stupid, fuck that fucking machine, to, what if this feedback has some kind of a component to it that I really need to dig into? No matter how much I don't like it, I need to dig into it. Okay, hold that thought and fast forward to a few days ago. So, one thing about hypnotherapy is you never know what's going to happen, and you kind of have to be open to the experience because what you present with and what you end up actually working on are not always going to be the same things, right? So I walked in for the intent of healing this emotional state that I've been in over an interpersonal relationship, plus these other things that are going on in my life inside of my body, right? I got to dig into this. So we've got multi layers of things going on all at the same time. And like I said, I never know what I'm going to experience when I get in there. It just depends on whatever seems necessary or most useful at the time. And every once in a while, I'll just go in and we'll just chat away. And that's okay too, because everything matters and everything leads to a further unfolding that leads to a further unfolding that leads to additional information. So no experience is ever wasted, no matter how crazy it is or how mundane it turns out to be. Unfortunately, mundane doesn't always follow me around, okay? Anyway, um, what's also cool about hypnotherapy is its rapid results. You feel better instantly. You're in this most intense, extreme space temporarily. And then once you leave, all of that rearranging that was done in the session unfolds. At least that's the way it does for me. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't have friends that go to hypnotherapists on a regular basis to be able to compare any notes. So if you have something to say, please start a conversation with me, because it's always nice to have someone to talk to about something sometimes, right? Can't get that all the time, but sometimes it's really nice. So anyway, what did we work on? Ooh, remember, trying to heal this body. And in addition to working on some psychological things, I'm also trying to drill down to where are the stuck energies living in this body, and can I get rid of them? And are those stuck energies contributing to this path of deterioration that I've been on until recently? And the answer is yes. The answer is always yes. Relationships. Worked on letting go and feeling good about not holding on too tightly. Letting go and feeling good about not holding on too tightly or not holding on at all. And becoming more comfortable with risk. We didn't really work on that, but that came through anyway. That's for the next part of the story. Another thing that we absolutely had to discuss was working through a patterns dynamic. Working through the dynamic of a pattern and recognizing all of the other places where that pattern was affecting the way I was living my life on a deeply subconscious level. And pulling those patterns out and breaking those patterns, that's so important. Now, ever since about, when I started going back and seeing him around April, I've been noticing patterns more and more and more frequently. And I mentioned that before, and that's a really awesome thing. We also worked with a new energy that I don't recall working with before. Probably did. And this time, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And so this new energy, I'm just now beginning to perceive in a new way that I never crossed my radar before. It's a huge shift. I had to feel into it. Now, that was all wonderful and amazing. Closed out the session. Everything was great. Feeling good. Chit-chat for a couple of minutes. Grab a piece of chocolate. Hug goodbye. Get in my car and get about half a mile down the road and realize this energy's still with me. This energy we were working with is still with me. And it's still with me right now. And this energy will go away if I ask it to. And this energy will go away if I want it to. And this energy will gladly step out of the way if I'm too freaked out and can't deal with it. The only problem is, this energy is absolutely amazing. And it's not something that I need to kick out of my life. It's just a new way of thinking about things, and I gotta wrap my head around that. I haven't felt this way in a long time. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of cool. All right, so what did I learn? All right, here's what I learned. Number 1, grief, rejection, loneliness, and inadequacy. Let me say it again, because these 4 MFers. Grief, rejection, loneliness, and a deep sense of 100% inadequacy. Guess where those guys are living? They're living right here. Right here. Grief, loneliness, rejection, and inadequacy. I'm 58 years old, and it took me until a few days ago to figure that out. And I kind of already knew it, but it was just popping me so hard, I couldn't ignore it this time. That was really cool. Because I don't want grief, inadequacy, what are the rest of them? Rejection and loneliness living inside of me anymore. Messing up my digestion, y'all. Gone. All right, now, there's a thought form living inside of me, and I didn't discover this one during the hypnotherapy. I just discovered it a couple of hours ago. Oh, nervous sniffing. Okay. I had a thought. And as soon as I had that thought, I had a pain. And I was like, ooh, why am I having this pain on this thought? I haven't dealt with pain directly caused by a thought since July. Since the last time I was in hypnotherapy. Something's been trying to get my attention for a while now. Like, ooh, okay, Didn't quite get it the last time. Got it now. Here, walking around my house, tidying up before I go away for the weekend. I have that thought. I get that gripping pain, and I'm like, oh, this is on purpose. Because this energy is still here with me and it's still teaching me. I'm like, you know what it is? I can't possibly do that. I can't do that. That thing. I can't do that. Not me. I can't do that. Me? I can't possibly do that. Boom! Punched in the second chakra. All right, I'm going to kick that thought to the curb and lean into, what if I could? What if I could do that thing that I don't think I can do that I've already done? Yeah, let's unpack that. That thing that I already did that I know I can do, I can't possibly do that. No. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Anyway. This is too intriguing not to explore. I need to move forward. I need to lean into it. And I'm already doing that. And it's okay. I'm just still in that space where I'm wrapping my head around what the just happened here. And I don't want to think too hard about the implications of that. Thinking hardly thinking. Maybe that's what I need to do, guys. Maybe I need to think less and just do more. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's going to go sideways real quick. Because here's the thing about working with energy. It's getting easier. It's getting easier. And it's getting more fun. And it's getting more interesting. And every time I hold that space, we're like, yeah, that's not a big deal. No, that's when I'm just like chilling. That's when things happen. And it's changing me. Look at what I learned about my body in that session that didn't really manifest that understanding during the session, but these awarenesses came out after the session. So there's this truth about myself I've been conveniently ignoring, and it's been really easy to ignore it. And now I can't ignore it anymore. That doesn't mean I can pick up where I left off. I got to get back to that. But, and I don't have to do anything that I don't want to, or anything that I don't feel like doing, or anything that I don't choose to do. However, to choose to not to step into this most interesting thing that's about to happen, if I don't, I just feel like if I don't, I'll end up in a dead end. Because I've been in a dead end for a long time. Tasmanian devil, spinning around a dead end going, I'm stuck in a dead end and I don't know how to get out. And now I've been given this window to like, oh, I can get out of this dead end. The traffic has opened up a little bit. Let me get out of this dead end. Or I can stay in that dead end. It's okay. Anyway. This is forcing me to re-examine a truth that I don't want to look at. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. I want to ignore it, and I want to turn around, and I want to run fast in the opposite direction. Guess what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. What fun would that be? I got to see where this goes. I have to see where this goes. But I'm telling you, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see it coming. I could have never predicted in a gazillion years this realization that hit me like a ton of bricks on Tuesday. I'm like, no, it can't possibly be, but it is. Okay, nervous scratching. Ooh. Oh dear, what do? Go back to thinking the way I used to think? Or, what did I write here? Face my fears and slowly move forward in measured steps, gently, slowly, and at the same time quickly. So how do we go quickly and slowly at the same time? We just do. We just do. Slowly and quickly at the same time. I don't know how that makes sense, but it totally does. I'm feeling things I haven't felt in a decade. A decade. Subtle, not at the same strength they were 10 years ago, but they're there. They're coming back online. Now, it's not just the hypnotherapy. It's the hypnotherapy on the recommendation of somebody, whoever they were. Just do a little bit of energy work every day. Just do a little bit of energy work. Okay, what kind of energy work? This person's energy work, that person's energy work, this so-and-so, whatever. I'm just making it up as I go along. Because, creativity and other people do. Somebody made up Reiki, somebody made up Loho Chi, or they got it downloaded, or whatever it is, same thing. So, like, if they can do it, I can do it, right? It's just working with energy. Just watch what other people do and try to remember what they did and tweak your own thing, and what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly happen? Because I always think nothing's going to happen, and then something happens, and I did mention that before, and I just keep mentioning that again because that's always what happens. Every time I'm in that space, we're like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. Ain't nothing going to happen. And then a lot of things happen. I'm speechless. Okay, so now I got to go back to my hypnotherapist on Monday to get the other half of my energy field rebalanced. This is not the therapist's fault, okay? This is not the therapist's fault. This is what happened to me after I left the session. So I got this new energy that came in that we worked with, and it stayed with me, and it's here, and it just wants to stay. So I'm like, okay. And then there's another one on this side that's gonna, and I know who's on my 6, and I don't know who else wants to join the party, but hey, let's have some fun working with energy. Because you know what? Why not? Why not? What else am I doing right now, right? I sit around, I watch YouTube. Now I'm putting myself out on YouTube because why not? Why not? I like that stuff. Nah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the woo-woo. There, I said it. I love the woo-woo. The wooier, the better. The wooier, the better. I love it. I love the psychologists. I love the philosophers. I love the scholars. I love you, all of you. You're amazing. Just, you help people all the time. So much. And whether it's a spiritual teacher or a psychologist, at the end of the day, everybody's saying the same thing. So whether it's traditional talk therapy or hypnotherapy or any other kind of weird trance stuff that people do, it's all the same thing. At the end of the day, it's all using the power of your mind to overcome something that's always there that you just hadn't recognized before. Who said it? Was that Jordan Peterson? I don't know. Everything you need to get everything you want, you already have. Maybe it wasn't him. It doesn't matter. You already have everything you need to get everything you want. Oh, I love that. I love that. I already have everything I need to get everything I want. I just don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. Maybe because right now I'm content to be doing exactly what I'm doing. Fix my body, fix my mind, fix my soul, fix my houses. Fix my life. That's what I'm doing right now. Taking a pause. Not working. Not doing anything productive. Most of the time these past 6 months I've just sat around listening to my body. When you're really, really, really sick and you can't really do anything anyway, that's okay. That was okay. That's where I was. But oh man, I was so sick and I bottomed out so completely that I had nothing left in me. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I had to crawl back to therapy to get some inner strength back, to get some of that spirit back in me. Because everything was stripped with this illness. That's okay. We're on the mend, and we're going to continue to mend. All of us, together. Because, what's the alternative? Stay sick and get sicker? I don't want to do that. Do you want to do that? Do you want to stay sick and get sicker? Nobody wants to do that. But in the immortal words of the Beastie Boys, you got to fight for your right to party. And party in this case means having a strong, healthy body capable of engaging in life to the maximum, maintaining the best quality of life. Yeah, quality of life. It's all about quality of life. My quality of life is about to shift again. Ow. I just banged my ankle with the screw against my other foot. Oh, that hurt. Ow. Yay. Okay. It's okay now. Whew. I can't wait to get that screw out of my ankle. Ooh. I don't want to get surgery, but I can't wait to get this surgery. Not looking forward to recuperation, but the recuperation will be as long as it will be or as short as it will be, and we will see. I don't know. And I'm okay with that because I'm getting the screw out. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm just happy. I'm content. My body is mending. Unfortunately, the dark circles under my eyes, I don't know if those will ever go away. I got a long way to go. But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm healing on so many different levels. Yeah, healing is good. Healing is hard. Being sick is harder. It really is. Otherwise, why would we all be here in this space spending so much time dishing about healing? Because it's that important, and we're all so sick in one way or another. It feels good to be getting better. It feels good to be getting stronger. It feels good to be getting lighter. It feels good to be getting these little fragments of my soul back, in whatever way they come back. But you know what? I gotta go get them. I gotta dig them out from wherever they're hiding. I gotta go out there and get them wherever they escape to. And sometimes I need some help with that because I can't do this by myself. Nobody can. Make sure you assemble your team. Who's on your team? Is it a loved one? Is it a spouse? Is it a cool therapist that you adore? Is it your best friend? Is it a preacher? Is it a teacher? Who's on your team? Because you know what? You're the team leader, hon. You are the team leader. You can't leave your health in the hands of anybody. You are your team leader. And you will get your help from whatever source you need it. So say, hey, I need some help. And watch the help show up. It always does. Now I'm doing that thing where I'm dropping my voice, so I think it's time to end this video. Have a good one, guys. Until the next time, stay twisty, okay?